welcome back to a new video. My name is Russ and today we are going to build this little station for a train track or maybe for a bus stop or something like that. This little bus stop or train station is a little bit inspired by Japanese design. And today I'm going to teach you how to make this little design. It's probably a very short video because this is a very small design, but it's cool nonetheless. Now, before we start with the block by block tutorial, if you're interested in this little station and you want this in your world without any hassle of making it, well then it's free to download on my Patreon. The link is down in the description. It's totally free, and on there you will also see a lot of really cool other stuff out there, so go check it out. You can get the schematic there for free, as well as the mod pack that actually makes this little station possible. This block by block tutorial includes this little bus stop or train stop and also this vending machine. And we're going to make it on this platform that I made. It's a random number. I just made a 12 by 7 plateau where we are going to make the stop and the vending machine on. Now again, it goes without saying that you need a mod pack to make these designs. I'm using the Creator Holic public mod pack and you can get that one as well. As I said, the link is on Patreon and it is for free. It will send you to CurseForge where you can download the mod pack. You can also join the public Discord with a lot of other Minecraft content creators and also enjoy the public multiplayer server that we have. Now with that said, let's start building. We are going to start with the vending machine, and also I made the platform 3 blocks longer because otherwise we cannot really have both of them on the same platform, so just keep that in mind. You need a little bit of space. Anyway, we are going to start with the vending machine, and these are the blocks that you need. You need the vendor, you need the copycat panel, you need some copper windows, you need some mangrove trapdoors, some mangrove wood, strip wood, some steel block, an iron support wedge, a redstone link, and the mangrove paper trapdoor. Now, the mangrove is the color of the vending machine. You can also use different wood types to give it another color. But in this case, we are using the mangrove wood, and therefore this vending machine will be red. First, we place 1 steel block. Next to that, we are going to place a strip mangrove wood block. And also on top of the steel block, we are going to place 2 of these strip mangrove wood blocks. Now on this mangrove wood, we are going to place 2 vendors on top of each other. And that's a little tricky to place because you cannot really shift right click and place one on top of it. You have to place it right here on this block, and then you can be able to place them like this. If you don't want to have this red dot right there, you can also just break them and place them the other way around. And with that, you won't see the red dot like that. Then we are going to place an industrial iron support wedge on this steel block like this. On top of that, we are going to place a redstone link, and next to it we are going to place a trap door, a mangrove paper trapdoor like this. With the next step, we are going to use the solid mangrove trapdoor, and we are going to place one on this mangrove block right here. One above that is pretty hard. You have to place it on top of the trapdoor, otherwise you get into the menu of the vendor that you don't want. So place another one on top, place another one on top, then place one on this mangrove block and next to it as well, like this. So now we have nicely encased these vendors, and of course we don't want to be able to see through, so on the back you also need these trapdoors. Place one down here, and then you're able to place on top of these trapdoors as well, like that. You can break this one, the bottom one, but you can also just keep it. It doesn't really matter. Now it's nicely closed off. Next step, copycat panel. Very easy. Just place 2 copycat panels right above each other like so, and then we place copper windows in these copycat panels, and there you go. Now we have a very nice little vending machine. It's all done. So vending machine done, and now we go over to the bus or train stop. And for the station you need these components. It's not much. You need some benches from Handcrafted. That's the mod that adds these cool benches. Then we have the copycat half layer, the flat one. We have the slice, the copycat slice. We also have the stacked half layer, which is the upright one. Then we have the copycat vertical slice, a layered iron block, and an industrial iron sheet metal block, which is really cool. It's just texture. You can also choose different blocks if you want. And for the glass, we use sign stained glass, connecting glass. And before I forget, you also need the copycat pane. Now for my design, make sure you have a 5 by 9 by 4 area to make this design. Now it's pretty easy to make it bigger or smaller. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, so that's completely up to you. But for this design, you need a 5 by 9 and at least 4 blocks high room to make this little stop. I will keep the pink wool as guides, but later down the line we can always change them out. We will start with the copycat panes, and we are going to the back 2 wool blocks. And if you can see this wool block, we are going diagonal inwards, and we are going to place a pane over here on this block. Then we are doing this the same on the other side like this. And if it's right, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 panes in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're also going to make them 3 high. So make 2 more layers. If you did that correctly, you should end up with this. Now immediately we are going to fill them in. The bottom layer will be made out of these industrial iron sheet metals, and we are going to rotate them till they look like this. And we are doing this throughout the whole bottom line like this. On top we are going to put the layered iron blocks like so, and also on the last layer like this. Now on every pink wool we are going to place these copycat vertical slices, and we are going to put them on the inner corner on every single block. And the inner corner meaning inwards towards the actual little station. So in this corner over here, and for example in this corner it will be over there, so all facing inwards. And we're going to put this on every single wool block like so. Make sure it's on the wool block and not next to it. It should not be on this block, it should be on the wool block. Now we're all going to make them 3 high. They're all 1 high now, so 1 and 2 extra like so. If you did that right, it looks like this. And we are also going to change them for the sheet metal. For the next step, we are going to use the copycat half layer, and we are going to this back wall, and we are going to place copycat half layers on top of this wall. And as you can see, it will touch the corner right here. Make sure it's on this side and not that side. It's a bit hard to place, but on over here. And do this all the way to the other end like so. And also change these in for industrial iron sheet metal. Make sure that the line is going like this. And there you go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these half layers like so. Now the next step looks hard, but isn't. We are going to use any type of block just as placeholder, just as help to build. So let's just choose a grass block, for example. And we are going to place 2 grass blocks, or any kind of block like so against these panes over here. So we'll do this throughout the whole length like so, and this is just going to help us build up the roof. Now on top of all of this, we are going to place half layers as well, and we are going to face them this way, so not like this, but this way. And we are going to go and place these half layers actually everywhere, so also on these panes over here, and also on all of this grass. All of these grass blocks should be filled with these half layers like so. So if you did that right, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grid of all of these half layers. After that, you can break any kind of block that you used as placeholder like so. Now we are going to start from the back row over here. Of course we already filled this row, but we are going to go to this row that we haven't filled in, and this layer will be 3 high. Right now it's just 1 layer high, so we are going to click with another half layer and make it a little bigger. So this is 2 layers and this is 3 layers, and we are going to do this throughout the whole length. So only on the back layer we are going to make them 3 high. Now the next 2 lines will be 5 high. Same principle as the last layer that we did. This is layer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are going to do this with this layer as well. And we are going to do this all the way till the end. So 5 layers in total. And also for this line right here. If you did that correctly, it should look like this. We have a layer of 1, we have a layer of 3, we have a layer of 5, another layer of 5, and then we are going over to the next line. The next line will be 4 high. So again, this is layer 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. And we are going to do this throughout the whole line like we did the last time. Now only one line left, and this one is just 2 layers high. So this is layer 1, and that's layer 2, and also all the way to the end like this. Now we are going to replace all of these copycats with any color glass that you want. And in this case, we are using the sign stained glass, connecting glass, and just fill them all in. If you did that correctly, it should look like this. We are going to use our helping block for the next step again, and in this case I use dirt, and we are going to place some dirt on the last line that we just did like this. Then we are going to use the copycat stacked half layer, which is the one that is vertical. We are going to place a row on the top layer of our temporary block. So just a whole line from left to right or right to left, and then you can break this temporary block. And also these will be changed into glass like this. Now you have kind of a nice awning of glass. Now again, we are going to use some temporary blocks, and we are going to place one in this corner and in that corner. So you can keep those 2 if you didn't break them yet. And then we are going to use the stacked half layer again, and we are going to place one over here and on the other side as well over here. So not on the glass, but just below it like this. Now we can actually break all the temporary blocks, and we are not going to use them anymore in this build. After that, we are going to use the copycat slice. This is the horizontal one, and we are going to place one over here against this glass right here, and one just below it like this. So don't click on the glass, but just below it. The best thing you can do is click on the side of this pane, and then it looks like this. We can make them a little thicker by adding another of these slices like this, and we do this on the other side of course as well. So one over here in the middle on the glass, and the one on the end will be a little lower like this. You can keep them like this, but you can also make them a little thicker by adding another slice like this. And we are also going to use the iron sheet metal to actually give this a nice color like so. And we're also doing this of course on the other side like so. Nice. So now the actual station is completely done. We can also change out the pink wool or the magenta wool. We're almost done. We only need some seeds. Very easy. Find the middle block, which is this one right here. You're placing a seed on the left, and we're placing a seed on the right of that middle block. We can keep it like this, but if you want, you can make them a little longer, maybe like so, which also looks really cool. In my case, I made them 3 wide in each side like this, and there you go. We have a nice little station as well as a very nice vending machine, and it's really awesome. It's a very easy design. Sure, it's a very short video, but it's really cool for if you have a little bus stop or a little station like this one over here. Now again, if you rather want to have a schematic, it's down in the description. Now you also saw a little bit of a train right behind me. Now I'm not gonna tell a lot about this train, but a video will drop soon about this train and how I made it. So if this is the first video you watch of my channel, then consider to subscribe and you won't miss out when the video drops of this really cool train that I'm not gonna show really that much. Also, that goes without saying, if you're a Patreon supporter, you will have early access to this train before the video's even out, so go check it out. Of course, with that said, thank you all for the Patreon supporters that help and support me, and also, of course, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.